We'll get back to our work. Arjuna surrendered himself, saying that Karpanya dosho pahata swabhavaha pruchami tvam dharma sammoda chetaha yetreyasya nishitam bruhitanme shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudhyat yachokam indriyanam avapya bhuma vasapatnamuttam rajyam suranadpi chadipatyam. He surrendered to Krishna, saying that I don't see what to do or the way out at all. I am in total confusion. I accept you as a guru. Please help me to come out of this. I can't see, even if I get control over 3 worlds, that I be able to come out of this grief. So he surrenders. When Arjuna surrendered to Krishna in that manner, Krishna had a right to advise him. He started it. As a great student, Arjuna asked a question in almost every chapter, except he doesn't ask question in some of the chapters which you have already seen. But he asked all the doubts that we could get in our pursuit. And ultimately, he is finishing his advice, because whatever has started must come to an end. Krishna has started an advice to Arjuna, it must come to an end. And after answering every question, telling him the way to fight the war without being having tension as to what to do. When every question answered, he tells Arjuna, it's your nature that you are a Kshatriya by birth. If you say that you don't do the war, you don't go to the war, it is also false. Swabhavajena kaunteya nibaddha swena karmana. Everybody is bound to do the duty that he is born to do by his karma. Kartum nechasi yen mohat karishesh avashopitat. If you say that you don't want to fight, that the inner nature in you will make you fight back. So here we got a question which I discussed in the previous class. How much freedom do we have? Could Kaikeyi be otherwise? Could Duryodhana be otherwise? They were born to play their roles. But still there is an effort that could be made by every individual, because everyone is an individual being, to be peaceful with all that we do. So he says, you will have to fight back. And Krishna justifies with the next shloka, one of the beautiful shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati. Searching for God everywhere, Krishna ultimately tells us, God is deep within your heart. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati. Ishvara stays in your heart, Arjuna. Brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudhani maya. He makes us play what play we ought to do. Brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudhani maya. According to our karma, we will have to do our karma. That is what he will do with you also, Arjuna, he says. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddeshe. After searching God everywhere, ultimately Krishna tells, no, he is there within you. That's why I say when we sit in meditation, if we could sit without ego for some time, we will be sitting timelessness. And we will be what we have been searching for. That which we have been searching for will be ourselves. So he says, Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati. For Krishna, Ishvara term is not something Ishvara and Krishna, they are two different. No, they are one and the same ultimately. Whether you say Ishvara, whether you say Krishna, whether you say Durgi, whether you say whatever God you call, they are all one and the same. And this is one play of that cosmic consciousness going on in front of us. So he stays in everyone's heart and does and make us play according to the karma that we have done. Because he is within us. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hriddesha arjuna tishtati. Hriddesha means in the heart of everyone Ishvara exists. Brahmayan sarvabhutani yantararudhani maya. He will make us act according to our karma. That's why I said I took the name of two people, Kaikeyi and Duryodhana. In the big play, their role was only that much. Duryodhana and Kaikeyi, if they know that that is the role they have been born for, they would do it and offer it back to the God. You made me do this, it's yours. If they could do that, that's once Duryodhana says that, Janami dharmam nachame pravrittihi. I know what is dharma, but I cannot act. Jnanam adharmam nachame nivrittihi. I know what is adharma, but I cannot get out of it. Kena api devena hridistitena. Whoever God stays in me, yatha niyuktosmi kata tata karomi. As he makes me do, as he makes me play, I play that role. One of the beautiful shlokas from Mahabharata that Duryodhana told. If he has that realization, I think he is a great man with all the bad things that he did. So here, in fact, resembling that Krishna says, you ought to fight back. It's your nature. You can't say I don't fight. So the I in you will make you fight back at the end. That is your karma for which you are born. You must do it and go. A great advice at the end of the Bhagavad Gita, we are all here to do our karmas, what we are born for. Krishna has said what is to be done, what is not to be done, we have to try. With all our efforts, if we fail, that may be his role, that may be our role, but we are born to play. That I say. I don't speak like a sannyasi that all of you can become sannyasis. No, we are all human beings. We have limitations. Even that limitation we can understand with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Maybe I am born to do that, I did it. Helplessly I did it. As Arjuna has to fight whether he likes it or not, he had to fight. So one of the greatest shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, underline it, let us recite. Ishvara sarvabhutanam
Ishvara sarvabhutanam
deshe Arjuna tishtati
hriddeshe Arjuna tishtati
Brahmayan sarvabhutani
Brahmayan sarvabhutani
yantrarudhani mayaya
yantrarudhani mayaya
Ishvara sarvabhutanam
Ishvara sarvabhutanam
deshe Arjuna tishtati
hriddeshe Arjuna tishtati
Brahmayan sarvabhutani
Brahmayan sarvabhutani
yantrarudhani mayaya.
yantrarudhani mayaya.
And then what should we do when it happens like that? Tameva sharanangaccha. Look at the beauty of that. Surrender to that Ishvara who is in your heart. Tameva sharanangaccha. Surrender to that God who is making you to work what you have been doing. Sarvabhavena Bharata. Tameva sharanangaccha. Only he didn't say that. Completely surrender to him. Totally surrender to him. Sarvabhavena Bharata. From all sides you surrender to him. When you surrender to the God that who is within you, tat prasadat, from His grace, second line, first word, tat prasadat, from His grace, what would you get? Param Shantim, you will get the Parama Shanti. Sthanam Prapyati Shashwatam. You will get the highest peace, Parama Shanti. Sthanam Prapyati Shashwatam. And you will get an ultimate place, that is liberation. The greatest shloka. Tameva Sharanangacha. Surrender to that God who is making you to do the work that you have been doing. Whatever profession you have been doing, that is not you doing it, it is He doing through you. So surrender to that man who is making you to do the work that you have been doing. Sarva bhavena bhavata. Completely surrender. In all respect you surrender. What happens if we surrender? Tat prasadat, when you surrender to the God in you, the cosmic consciousness in you and me, if we surrender to that, tat prasadat, by His blessings, prasada is blessings, by His blessings, param shantim sthanam prapyati shashwatam. You will get ultimate peace of mind, param shantim. And not only that, sthanam prapyasi shashwatam. What is the shashwata sthana Krishna has been referring to in Bhagavad Gita is moksha. So you will get absolute peace of mind and ultimately moksha. Surrender to Him. Tameva sharanangacha sarvabhavena bharata. Surrender to Him in all respects. Tat prasadat param shantim. By His anugraha, by His grace, by His blessings, you will get param shantim. You can underline that. Param shantim is the greatest peace of mind. I'm not doing anything that I think I do. I am doing something that He wants me to do. That's all. Param shantim sthanam prapyasi shashwat. And you will get ultimate peace of mind and permanent bliss. That is to say, liberation. Ultimate advice of Arjuna, advice to Arjuna by Krishna is to surrender to me. Totally surrender to me. And then you will get Paramashanti, Shashwata Sthana. Ultimate peace of mind, permanent place, that is to liberation. Going out of the cycle of birth and deaths. That is what is considered liberation in our culture. Whether it is Hinduism, Jainism or Buddhism, that's the way we look at. We are here doing certain job. If we can do in the manner in which Krishna advised me to do and you to do, ultimately His suggestion, His blessings is, you will get param shantim sthanam prapyati shashwatam. By His grace, you will get ultimate peace of mind and permanent place, that is to say, the liberation. Beautifully ends. Bhagavad Gita doesn't end as an ordinary with some confusion left in the mind of the reader. But sometimes we are still ignorant. We have to go through it again and again. How long? I have been doing it for more than 30 years once I read every day. And say, it's yours. Look at me. Look at my... Would it happen? I don't know. Just go on doing it. So when you feel that you have not understood, repeat, 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 repeat. What is left is only to repeat. Every day once. It doesn't take much time. After some years of experience, I think you can read Bhagavad Gita in 50 to 55 minutes. Every shloka, when you read with meaning for some 1 or 2 years, while you read, it will be Krishna's speech to you every day. In his 575 shlokas, he will guide you every day once. As every child ought to be repeated the lessons many times before he understands, we also need it to be repeated. Ought to do it. Tameva Sharanangacha Sarvabhavena Bharata. Bharata is Arjuna, Krishna is addressing to surrender to him. Whom? Ishvara Sarvabhutana Amruddeshan Chittishati. Surrender to the Ishvara in your heart. So you are searching outside, begin to search inside. Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hruddeshetina Tishtati. Ishvara stays in the heart of every living being. Tameva Sharanangacha. Surrender to that Ishvara who is in the heart of everyone. Tat prasadat, from his blessings, from his anugraha, param shantim sthanam prapyati shashvatam. Look at the beauty of Bhagavad Gita. You will get highest peace of mind. That is what we have been searching for. The problem of human beings that I'm losing my peace of mind. Bhagavad Gita can make us go beyond that. We are born to do certain work. We are born to suffer certain things. If we know how to take the life according to Bhagavad Gita, wherever you are, whatever you are a peaceful man, a woman. Whatever may the condition, you will accept it as God given, God's grace. And try to do what He suggests you to do. And then He says, Param Shantim Sthanam Prapyati Shashvatam. You will get Param Shanti and permanent place. That is liberation. I think we can recite. Tameva Sharanam Gaccha
तमेव शरणं गच्छ
Sarvabhavena Bharata
सर्वभावेन भारत
Tatprasadat Param Shantim
तत्प्रसादात् परां शान्तिं
Sthanam Prapsyasi Shashvatam.
स्थानं प्राप्स्यसि शाश्वतम्
Tameva Sharanam Gaccha
तमेव शरणं गच्छ
Sarvabhavena Bharata
सर्वभावेन भारत
Tatprasadat Param Shantim
तत्प्रसादात् परां शान्तिं
Sthanam Prapsyasi Shashvatam.
स्थानं प्राप्स्यसि शाश्वतम्.
Almost the advice to be given to Arjuna is over. Iti te jnanam akyatam. In this manner, I have told you everything that is to be told. Jnanam akyatam. Jnana is being imparted, to be given. Which type of jnana Krishna gave to Arjuna? Guhyad guhyataram jnanam akyatam. I have given you the most secret of secrets, knowledge of secret things. Nothing is left. Itite jnanam akyatam. Itite means in this manner, knowledge is imparted to you, given to you. Which type of knowledge he gave? Guhyad guhyataram. The most secret of secrets has been given maya, from me. I have given you the highest secret of knowledge. That is the most secret of secrets knowledge. He said Rajavidya, Rajaguha. Many times he said that he has been giving Arjuna the highest knowledge. And ultimately he is saying again, Guhyad guhyataram maya. I have been giving you the most secret of secret knowledge to you. The entire knowledge is given. A professor completes his speech. Whatever he was trying to teach the boy or the girl in the classroom is over. So that is the word that he says. I have given you all things that I have to give you according to the syllabus. A professor or a teacher I have been talking about. So that job is done. Itite jnanam akyatam. In this manner, all the things that I have to told you has been told. Guhyad guhyatarmaya. Most secret of secrets I have revealed to you. The next line is the most famous line. Vimarshadeta saseshena, underline that. Having reflected over what I have told, having reflected over as I have told, vimarshe, reflect, do the shravana, do the manana, do the nididhyasana. Three things are there. Listen, reflect, put into practice. Shravana, manana, nididhyasana. Vimarshadeta saseshena. Reflect over entirely what I have told. All the 575 shlokas I have told to you, just reflect over. Next part is the most wonderful and the greatest in the world. Yathechasi tata kuru. In the end, he doesn't say, follow me what I have said. Even after listening to me, if you disagree with me, you are free to take your decision. Even after listening to entire Bhagavad Gita, you don't want to fight, you can go back. In the very previous shlokas, he has said, you cannot go back. That's your nature, because as a psychiatrist, he is told that it is his nature that he will fight back. If a doubt is left in him that he could go back, even then he allows him. Vimarshadete saseshena, reflecting over what I have said deeply, yathechasi tata kuru, as you like, do it. Even after listening to my advice, if you don't agree with my opinion, if you have your own opinion, you can continue. There is no objection by Krishna. As a man would ask, should I listen to Bhagavad Gita? This opinion is not good. Yes, that man is free. Krishna says, yathechasi tata kuru. He doesn't force Arjuna to agree to what he has said. Reflect over. If you come to the same opinion which I have told you, follow it. If not, yathechasi tata kuru. As you like, you do it. No other religion in the world is so great. Other two major religions, if you don't follow, you will be punished, you will go to hell, they say. Or they will be punished, they will punish their disciples who go out of their religion. But only in India we say, reflect, think over, and then if you agree, follow. If you don't agree, get out. No compulsion. Bhagavad Gita doesn't compel us to follow what he has said. It's for our peace of mind, he has said. If you want peace of mind, we can follow. If you don't want, we can get out. No other religion on earth will give you that great freedom as Krishna has given to Arjuna and to each one of the readers of Bhagavad Gita. Itite jnanamakyatam guhyad guhyataram maya. He himself said, I have given you all the most secret of secret knowledge. And vimarshadeta saseshena, reflecting over what I have told completely, vimarsha is a reflection, completely, yathechasi tata kuru. As you like, you do it. And even now, if you want me to take the chariot back, tell me, I would take it back. What would happen next is God's. So if you are agreeable, it's just okay. No compulsion to Arjuna in the end. Nobody gives that great freedom. And then I think we can recite that the greatest shloka. And in a way, the last piece of advice. Krishna's last words to Arjuna. Itite jnanamakyatam guhyat guhyataram maya vimarsheta daseshena yatechasi tata kuru. Let's recite. Itite jnanamakyatam
इति ते ज्ञानमाख्यातम्
गुह्यात् गुह्यतरं मया
गुह्यात् गुह्यतरं मया
विमृश्येतदशेषेण
विमृश्यैतदशेषेण
यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु
यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु
इति ते ज्ञानमाख्यातम्
इति ते ज्ञानमाख्यातम्
गुह्याद्गुह्यतरं मया
गुह्यात् गुह्यतरं मया
विमर्शेतदशेषेण
विमृश्यैतदशेषेण
यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु.
यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु.
And then, when the advice is over, what is there for the Krishna to talk? I explain this with an example. You have invited your guests. They are in your house. There is no limit for the joy in you because they have accepted your house, your invitation and come. And whatever best food that you want to, you could do, you have prepared and served them with all love. And those who have come must go out. You see, in the afternoon they say, "Oh, it's all right, we will go back." Would you just sit in the armchair and say you can go back? You wouldn't. With all respect, you will go with them till your gate, and with all respect, you will say them, we will see again, we will meet again. That is there in the next verse. Sarvaguhyatamam bhuyaha shrunumaya paramam vachaha. That was complete with 63. But still his love makes him say a few more words. Sarvaguhyatamam bhuyaha. Again I tell you the most secret of secrets once again, Arjuna. Why I am telling you? Ishtosi me dridamiti. I talk to you taking oath. You are my favorite. Ishtosi. Everybody who has come to Bhagavad Gita must enjoy this shloka. We are his dearest. Ishtosi me dridamiti. I will tell you with full confidence you are my dearest. Ishtosi me dridamiti tato vakshami te hitam. As my love is to you unlimited, I want to say a few more words. Advice is over. But this love is too much. He wants to say a few more after completing. Sarva guhyatamam bhuyaha shrunume param vachaha. Listen to my greatest words. Paramam vachaha, he says. Highest words. Ultimate words. Sarva guhyatamam bhuyaha shrunume paramam vachaha. Why I am saying this to you? Ishtosime, you are my dearest. My love to you is unlimited. You are my dearest. Dridamiti, that too I take both and tell you that you are the dearest. Tato vakshami te hitam. Therefore I am telling you to you once again. Look at the beauty of the advice given to Arjuna. Everything is over, but the love is that great. He doesn't want to say you can do whatever you want and finish it off. You are my dearest. I tell you once again, for your good. Te hitam, not for my good. For your good. Te hitam means your good. Your upliftment. I will tell you once again. So he has two more sentences to say to Arjuna. Because of his love, he promises. He talks both and says, Saro ishtosme dridamiti, tato vakshami te hitam. For your hita, for your upliftment, I am telling you two more words. Because you are my dearest, otherwise I wouldn't. So I am telling you because you are the dearest to me, I tell you. Whoever has come to Bhagavad Gita is the dearest to Krishna. With all confidence, you can believe this. It's not easy. It's not easy to sit through all the 575 shlokas of Krishna and the questions of Arjuna, and in between the conversation, between the arguments given by Sanjaya for 3 or 3.5 months. If you have sit like that, you are definitely be the dearest of Krishna. He says, Sarva guhyatamam bhuya shrunume paramuchaha. Listen to my greatest words because you are my dearest. Ishtosi me drudamiti. I promise you that you are my dearest. Tato vakshami tehitam. Therefore, I tell you for your well-being. Listen to me. So he didn't say anything, but he only makes an introduction that I am going to tell you some more things. After completing everything in 63rd shloka, he has some things to say to Arjuna because he is the dearest to him, and therefore he makes an introduction like this. Let's recite. Sarvaguhyatamam bhuyah
सर्वगुह्यतमं भूयः
शृणु मे paramam vachah
शृणु मे परमं वचः
ishtosi me dridamiti
इष्टोऽसि मे दृढमिति
tato vakshami te hitam.
ततो वक्ष्यामि ते हितम्
सर्वगुह्यतमं भूयः
सर्वगुह्यतमं भूयः
शृणु मे परमं वचः
शृणु मे परमं वचः
इष्टोऽसि मे दृढमिति
इष्टोऽसि मे दृढमिति
ततो वक्ष्यामि ते हितम्.
ततो वक्ष्यामि ते हितम्.
What is the advice that he wants to give Arjuna in the end? Manmana bhava. Greatest. Manmana bhava. Have your mind on me. Remember me always. Manmana bhava. Remember me all the time. Mad bhakto bhava. Be a devotee of me. Madhyajinam namaskuru. Surrender to me totally. Madhyajimam namaskuru. Completely surrender to me. 3 things he said. Manmana bhava. Have your mind on me. Or remember me every time. As he said earlier. What is that? Ma manusmara yuddhacha. Remember me and fight. Remember me, do all your duties. Manmana bhava. Mad bhakto bhava. Become my devotee. Mad bhakto bhava. Madhyajimam namaskuru. Surrender to me every completely. Madhyajimam namaskuru. Whatever you have done, give it back to him. Madhyajimam namaskuru. What would happen if we do these 3 things? What are the 3 things? Manmana bhava, madbhakto bhava, madhyajimam namaskuru. 3 things. Manmana bhava, madbhakto bhava, madhyajimam namaskuru. If you do that, mama ivaishyasi satyam te. Look at the greatness of the words of Krishna to Arjuna. You will surely come to me, it is the truth. Mama ivaishyasi satyam te. I will tell you, you will reach me, you will come to me, you will just be liberated. Mama ivaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. The last promise, pratijane priyosi me means I take oath and tell you, you are my dearest. Every reader of Bhagavad Gita is dearest to Krishna. You will experience when you begin reading Gita every day. Swadhyaya, that is what's told. And when I say this, yasechasi tata kuru, Krishna also doesn't want to force any reader. So if I have told you that you must read Bhagavad Gita every day, it is because of my feeling for Bhagavad Gita. There is always yatechasi tata kuru for you. If you don't want to, you can leave the book, again put it back on the book rack. Forget it. Somewhere, sometimes I had been to a class where an ordinary simple man who reads Bhagavad Gita had told something about it for 3 or 3.5 months. Keep it back to the back on the book rack from the work table. Manmana bhava, madbhakto bhava, madhyaji mam namaskuru. 3 things he has told. Have mind on me, be a devotee of me. You a devotee of me, what should I do? As a devotee, I must listen to his advice. Whatever he has said to Arjuna is to me and you also. Be a devotee more to me. Madhyajimam namaskuru. Surrender to me totally. By that, what would happen? Mamai Vaishyasi. You just come to me. Satyam te. That is the ultimate truth. Satyam te. That is the ultimate truth, he says. Satyam te. That is true. Pratijane priyosi me. Know it from me, Arjuna. You are my dearest. Know it from me, Arjuna. You can take your own names. Know it from me. Your name there, dash. Pratijane priyosimi. I promise you are my dearest. That is Krishna's assurance to every reader of Bhagavad Gita, wherever he is, whatever caste he is, wherever he lives in this world. Those who have come to Bhagavad Gita will be risen to this level. Manmana bhava, madbhaktho bhava, madhyajimam namaskuru. Have our mind on me, so that is to say, remember me always. Madbhaktho bhava, be a devotee of me and my advice. Madhyajimam namaskuru. Surrender to me completely. What would happen by doing these 3 things? Mama ivashyasi satyante. I will tell you, the truth is you will get to me. You will come to me. You will have me. You will know me. You will merge in me. That is what he had told in one of the previous shlokas in the same chapter. First you will know me, then you will come back to me. That is on 55. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavanyasyasmi tatvata. 55 of the same chapter. First of all, you will understand me by your bhakti, however I am. After knowing me in theory, tato mam tattvato jnatva, first knowing me in principles, Vishate tadanantaram. You will merge back to me in the end. That is what he has said in 55. He confirms it in 65. In 10 slokas to come, he will confirm. He confirms this. Pritijane, mama yuveshyasi. You will come to me. You will merge back into me. Sa pritijane priyosime. Again I promise. I take oath. You are my dearest. It is to each reader of Bhagavad Gita, it is Arjuna, Krishna's promise. Don't think that it was a promise made to Arjuna by Krishna at the end of Bhagavad Gita. If it is only Krishna, Arjuna, we are not there, what is the meaning of reading Bhagavad Gita? There is no meaning. We are placing ourselves in the place of Arjuna and reading it. We have a problem to overcome. We have a life to live. We have to do our duties and we have to live the world as we already know, one day or the other. How can we live the world with all happiness or greatness? So he has advised everything. Therefore, Mama Yuvashyasi Satyante. Ultimately, you will get to me, Pratijane Priyosime. I promise and tell you, you are my dearest. Underline it for yourself. Nimge. For you, he has been saying, you are my dearest. You are my dearest. I think we can recite. Manmana bhav mad bhaktaha. Madam, you are mute. Mute.
मन्मना भव मद्भक्तः
मद्याजीमां नमस्कुरु
मद्याजीमां नमस्कुरु
मामैवैष्यसि सत्यं ते
मामे वैष्यसि सत्यं ते
प्रतिजाने प्रियोऽसि मे
प्रतिजाने प्रियोऽसि मे
मन्मना भव मद्भक्तः
मन्मना भव मद्भक्तः
मद्याजीमां नमस्कुरु
मद्याजीमां नमस्कुरु
मामैवैष्यसि सत्यं ते
मामे वैष्यसि सत्यं ते
प्रतिजाने प्रियोऽसि मे.
प्रतिजाने प्रियोऽसि मे.
And the last word of Krishna to Arjuna, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Totally surrender to me. This I can only explain with two examples. Words cannot explain this shloka. One, when Draupadi was dragged to the court hall of Dhritarashtra, Duryodhana asks his brother to unrobe her. All people, all elders were there, including father-in-law, father-in-law Dhritarashtra, five greatest husbands, Bhishma, the protector of the clan, Drona, the teacher of Pandavas and Kauravas. That was a big gathering. Nobody was there to save her respects, save her from the disgrace. She tried her level best to save her self-respect, not to be get unrobed. She felt no other way other than surrender. Then he said, Krishna lifted her hands. And then we hear robes came in that form. Dushasana could not do it and fell down. That is Mamekam Sharanavarja. Ultimate Sharanagati is that. Another one I can remember you, I can tell you from Bhagavata is, there was a war between an elephant and a crocodile. Both of them were cursed yakshas. It went on for days and days. A crocodile is the strongest in the water. Elephant is the strongest on earth. A war between them went on for months, they say. Ultimately, what the elephant did was, where it was the nearby, there was a lotus which it took in its trunk, lifted, surrendered to Krishna, and left its effort. And then Krishna said to have cut the head of the crocodile and saved. That is the surrendering. There is no words to explain this. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharana. Leave everything and surrender to me. Whatever you have done, offer it back to him. Just accept whatever comes. Aham tva sarva. What would happen if we do that? Next line is greatest. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ashuchaha. I will lift you up from all the papas that you have done. Don't weep. Ma shuchaha. Ma shuchaha. Shucha is the word that came in 16 chapter once. And in the beginning, Ashocha Nanvashochastam Prajnavadamsya Bhasase. In the second chapter, you have been speaking as if you are a great man of knowledge. Don't weep. And ultimately also, Krishna tells Arjuna not to weep. Ma shuchaha. Don't worry. Don't feel sorrowful. Don't weep. What I do? What will I give? Aham tva sarvapapebhyo. I am I absolve you from all sins. All your sins that you have done in the life will be nullified because of my grace. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. And not only that, I will give you liberation. I will get you away from all the karmas and I will make you get into me in the end. By doing what? Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanavaja. If you can leave everything and surrender to him totally, the result is aham tva sarva papebhya mokshayishyami. I will liberate you from all the sins that you might have done in your previous life. That is presidential pardon, I told you once again. Is it possible? Possible. Is it possible for all? May not be possible. So even when the highest court, the Supreme Court gives death penalty, the president has a power to pardon the person and make it life imprisonment, if he makes. He has the power. God has the power to cancel all our karmas if he wants us to, if he wants to cancel our bad karmas that we have done and give liberation. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanavarja. Mamekam sharanavarja. Just surrender to me only. Leave everything aside and surrender to me. Aham tva sarva papebhya. Me from all your sins mokshayishyami. Absolve you. Don't weep. Don't weep. Don't feel sorrowful. Can anybody give better promise than this? I am there for you. I am there with you. I am outside you. Inside you, as he said earlier, Ishvara Sarvabhutana Bhuddesha Tishtati. Just understand me. I will liberate you from all the bondages of this world. Sarvadharman, then when? Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranaja. When you surrender totally to me, I will look after you. If I have an ego that I can manage, till that I have to manage. As Draupadi did in the beginning, as the elephant did in the beginning. It had the ego. When ego was gone, surrender came, God came in both the cases of examples I gave you. And for us also, if we could manage, no, I can't explain it with any other words. These are the only two examples I have seen in the books. Surrender totally. I think we can recite. Sarvadharman parityajya
सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य
mamekam sharanam vraja.
मामेकं शरणं व्रज.
Aham tva sarva papebhya
अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः
mokshayishyami ma shuchaha.
मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः.
Sarvadharman parityajya
सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य
mamekam sharanam vraja.
मामेकं शरणं व्रज.
Aham tva sarva papebhya
अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः
mokshayishyami ma shuchaha.
मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः.
I don't think that I need to say underline this shloka. One of the greatest in Bhagavad Gita, the highest assurance that he gave at the end to Arjuna and to each reader of Bhagavad Gita. And actually, Bhagavad Gita will be Bhagavad Gita over with that advice. But what are the next few shlokas there? In our culture, even if you say a small stotra, we only say it when we know what is the result of saying it. Whether it is Lakshmi Satra Namaste Stu Mahamaya, you say that. If you say it once, it will happen. If you try it, it will happen. If you say it thrice, it will happen. Without that, we wouldn't say. There is what we were doing in the beginning, a Palashruti of Bhagavad Gita written by Madhusudan Saraswati ji, as we are told. Krishna also says what would happen to a man who would reach Bhagavad Gita at the end of Bhagavad Gita, which we will take up tomorrow. And